The Big Yellow House was a chain of restaurants that started in the 1970s and closed in 2006. Thank you for your suggestions. The Big Yellow House restaurant first opened in the early 1970s. The Big Yellow House wasn't originally yellow. It was built in the 1880s and served as a private residence to H.L. Williams, who was the founder of the Summerland area. In 1883, spiritualist and real estate speculator H.L. Williams founded the town of Summerland. In 1888, he divided his land tract on a moderately sloping hill facing the ocean into numerous parcels. He promoted the tiny lots, 25 by 60 feet, to fellow spiritualists who bought them in quantity and moved to the area. The spiritual center of the town was the spiritualist church with a seance room. In the 1890s, oil development began in the coastal area of Summerland. At the Summerland oil field, numerous wooden oil derricks were built on the beach and on piers stretching into the ocean. At some stage, Williams' residence had been used as the focal house for the spiritualist community of Summerland. There are tales of hauntings, of sightings of a large dark-skinned man surrounded by several other spirits of things being moved supernaturally, and other unexplained occurrences. The house was purchased in the early 1970s by John and June Young. June Young had already demonstrated her gift for knowing what would attract attention. She was a founder of Santa Claus Lane and promptly painted the beige Victorian house yellow with a bright orange roof. June Young had a vision, and that vision was to convert it to a restaurant. The Big Yellow House would become a cherished home-style family restaurant in Summerland, located in Santa Barbara County, California. The Big Yellow House was truly a risky venture, but John Young was willing and able to wholeheartedly support June's vision, and indeed the Big Yellow House started a commercial renaissance leading to the Summerland we know today. Not only was the bright yellow house the roadside attraction, but it would also be the home-style dishes that it served. Hundreds of tourists passing through would come for meals, such as mashed potatoes and turkey, pot roast and corn on the cob, big bowls of salad, large bowls of soup, notably minestrone or chowder, with baskets of hot, freshly baked rolls, just begging for butter. Then generous slices of fresh baked pie with a dollop of ice cream melting on top followed and completed the meal. Portions were not small, like they are today. With the success of their Summerland location, the Big Yellow House expanded as a franchise during the late 1970s and included at least 6 Southern California locations. For many years, kids' meals were priced by the pound, not the food, but by the weight of their youngest customers. Children under 10 would be weighed on a great scale and their meal priced accordingly. According to some who had first-hand knowledge of the chain, there were as many as 21 restaurants in the chain, 14 in California and Nevada. There were restaurants in Montclair, Riverside, Mission Viejo, Monrovia, Cerritos, Garden Grove, and Brea. There were also names on restaurants in Sacramento, Santa Rosa, and Milpitas. As the decades rolled on, the Big Yellow House locations began to disappear. In 1995, founder John Young passed away. June Young, the visionary, would pass away in 2003. Since her death in 2003, the building has been leased to various restaurant operators who, in appreciation of the landmark it had become, kept the name it was known by, the Big Yellow House. The iconic restaurant and the last Big Yellow House would close its doors for good in 2010. Today, the sign still remains as that cool landmark that everybody remembers, but the Big Yellow House is no longer yellow. Since the aftermath of the 2017 Thomas Fire and debris flow, the mixed-use building has been a thorn in the side of the owner, who purchased the residential and retail spot in January of 2011. A hot yoga studio came and went, as did a short-lived antique shop and art gallery. Of course, you could rent a room. The monthly rates for a studio 1, 2, or 3 bedroom in the house range from $3,200 for a studio to $10,750 for the 3-bedroom unit. Daily and weekly rates are available with a 3-night minimum. But if you want to rent the 3-bedroom suite, you better have money. The nightly rate for a 3-bedroom is $1,250 a night. So what are some of your favorite memories of this place? Leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video below. Be sure to hit that like button. Thanks for watching.